Hello and welcome, friends. Today we are going to Paderborn, which is in North Rhine-Westphalia and is in Western Germany. So, John, what are we going to do there?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's a nice old city, and we are just going to roam around and see some sights there. And yeah, Paderborn, the name Paderborn comes from Pader, which is the river that comes from there, and Born because there are springs and it's born there. The river Pader is born in Paderborn, and that's why the name Paderborn. It's a middle-sized city. It has about 155,000 people living in it, and very old city. So it's from 795 AD, and that's Paderborn. And we will just walk around and take you on a little tour here. Yes, and here we are seeing the Herz Jesu Kirche, which is a Catholic church, and this is the area right next to the train station, a little bit more modern area. Most of the things here are built after the Second World War, but we see many more churches when we enter the inner city, or as we Germans say, the Innenstadt, and we are coming close to that right now.
Yeah, and actually, we got to visit a few churches here in Paderborn, and it was really interesting. And we have covered two of the churches in our video. One in this video, and the other bigger cathedral will come in the next part, which you will get to see sometime later. Yeah, and now we have entered the marketplace here.
Yeah, or the Fußgängerzone, the pedestrian zone
Pedestrian zone,
with
yeah.
all the shops, and it's a lot of things are going on right now because it was the few days or the day before the election here in Germany. You see political protests, you see all these stands from the different political parties that we have here. A Christian group that is making music, so everybody is in the city right now. And Paderborn has quite a few nice shops, and of course it has also all the chains that we have here in Germany. But it's a pretty cozy, nice city, and most of these things are also built after the war, but you will find in between some really old buildings as well. Yes, and this is the historic city hall from 1620. Very nice building. The architecture style is the Weser Renaissance. And here comes the next building, which was a monastery, and it's built in 1612, and it is the Gymnasium Theodorianum now, which is a school, and it also has the faculty of theology of the university in Paderborn, because Paderborn has also a pretty big and significant university. So this building is repurposed as a school and part of the university.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, we are just taking a little stroll through the city here. And for me, it's really interesting. I find it very interesting when I come across these old buildings, and the architecture that they have. It really represents Europe, because when I used to watch buildings and places in Europe in the movies and stuff, and this really sort of like makes me nostalgic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's really cozy and it's beautiful architecture, not like today where everything is very utilitarian.
what is interesting to me is that these buildings and the paints that they have, it's like super clean, even though it rains all throughout, you know. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so it's really it's really beautiful, like for me,
yeah.
and cozy. It really sets the tone for people to see how a clean city looks like, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and yeah, they put a lot of money in it to restore these buildings also regularly. So yeah, and Paderborn is a pretty rich city. Maybe also because of its modern industry. There was at least a lot of computer industry there, and they still have a very famous computer museum, the Paderborn Nixdorf Forum, which I recommend everybody who is interested in these things to come to Paderborn and see the great exhibition of historic, so to say, or antique computers and newer computers and everything about computer history. Very interesting and a must see also in Paderborn, and a famous thing there. So again, it's called the Heinz Nixdorf Forum, or HNF if you Google that, the famous computer museum, world famous. And now we are taking a turn towards the marketplace, which will come up soon.
Yeah, and here in front of you is the cathedral, and we also been inside here, and that you can see in the next video.
Yeah, in the second part. And oh yeah, it's market day, and
Yeah.
some market stands are still out at this time.
Yeah, you get all kind of stuff here, from fruits, vegetables to sausages and different things to eat.
And there you see the first church we are going in is the St. Ulrich Kirche. And yeah, that is also very old. It's from the 12th century. They don't know how old it actually is. It's a Catholic church, and it's very clean and very well kept. I think it has been restored a lot of times. Yeah, and now we are in there and look at the church.
Yeah, here when you say something inside the church, then as you know, because of the architecture inside, your voice echoes, you know.
Yeah, you have a big echo there.
Yeah, it's funny, but
Yeah.
nice. It's actually made for also, you know, singing and stuff, which sounds really great in these churches.
Oh yes, yes, and the organ, of course, they have a pipe organ. Also a much bigger one in the cathedral, of course, but even here,
Yeah,
does
and you
sound
can
nice.
Yeah, and you can see here, like this little church has a lot of expensive artifacts, I could call it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And soon you will also get to see a lot of show pieces with a lot of precious gemstones.
Yes, and historic icons and all these things, and yeah, but this is pretty simple on
Very
the inside
simple.
for a Catholic church.
That's right.
We will see in the second part when we look into the cathedral. This is a contrast to this here, but this is anyway pretty nice. And it's again Catholic because Paderborn is a very Catholic city, because it's actually the seat of the Bishop of Paderborn, which is a huge area that this bishop has under him. Yeah.
Yeah, and here you will get to see these showpiece and all these art. It's very interesting and very intricate. These are paintings, actually.
Yeah, and it's medieval, very old.
Yeah, and here in this piece you have all kind of gemstones you can find. These are not artificial, these are real ones.
Yeah, and these pictures are actually painted on wood, and It is the life of Christ, or is a crucifixion of Christ.
Crucifixion, if I'm not wrong.
The whole story. And I think each of these pictures is according to one Bible verse.
Yeah, because you can see the numbering over the picture on the top of the picture.
Yeah, in Roman numbers, this is 5. And then there is 6, and so on.
Yeah, and I think 7 is the last one.
Yeah, it goes on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, no.
There's 8.
There is another 8. And then comes the crucifixion.
Here are all these wood carvings. So that was a lot of work. And a lot of things that you see that shine like gold are actually gold.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah, that's it for the first part.
yeah, and in the next video you will get to see the wonderful cathedral that is
And,
right in front, or at this point in time on our right.
Yes,
There
it is. And a lot of springs. Paderborn has a lot of them. So
Oh,
stay
yes.
tuned and yeah, subscribe to our channel and push the notification to not miss any of our videos.
Yes, and this is just a sneak peek of the second video.
Exactly. Goodbye and see you next time.
Bye bye.